You are on the Transparent FX Academy. I'm Nick, and I'm a top potter on TradingView with over 250,000 reputation points. And what I love the most is sharing educational breakdowns to show you how you can be looking for the best trading opportunities in the market. So without further ado, let's go and see which is today's Forex pair that we need to break down. The pair that I want to speak about into this video is Euro AUD. Now, why do I want to speak specifically about Euro AUD? Because it is a quite interesting pair at the moment for a nice trading opportunity. So I want to give you guys a full breakdown of the situation that we currently have to show you where we can be looking for the next potential setup. And as usual, I will be keeping this analysis as educational as possible. So first, we will be speaking about the technical aspect of this market. We will then go and see what we have from an order flow perspective by checking the commitment of traders, which is what hedge funds are doing in the market. And by the end of the video, by using the combination of our technical analysis with our order flow analysis, we will be able to understand where we have the highest probability setup on this pair. Now, starting from the monthly time frame, what do we have? Now, here on the monthly, we have a market which has just provided a very strong impulse to the downside. Now, generally speaking, after the creation of an impulse, what you expect is for the market to provide a correction. Specifically, you would like to see the market provide a correction at least to the 0.32 of the Fibonacci taken on the impulse leg. Now, in this case, the impulse leg is from this high to this low. So if we take our Fibonacci from this high to this low, what we can identify is that the 0.32 is currently lining up exactly at this area, which is a quite strong zone that we do expect this market to go and test. So here in the monthly, we can expect the market to provide a deeper correction before the continuation to the downside. Going down on the weekly time frame, what do we have? Now here in the weekly, we can identify a quite important thing, which is that before the market can reach this zone here, it will have to face a very strong structure area, which is exactly this zone here. In fact, this zone was acting as very strong support here. Obviously, the market then broke below it. And as you know, in the market, previous support, once it is broken to the downside, is turned resistance. And we can see how the market has just tested this very strong resistance and rejected it to the downside. And currently, we're testing the exact same resistance from which we do expect the market to provide a deeper rejection to the downside. Going down on the daily time frame, what do we have? Now here on the daily, I had spoken about Euro AUD quite a few times in the past. I spoke about Euro AUD after the creation of this W formation when the market was here. I made a full breakdown explaining all the reasons for which, from this zone, we did expect the market to provide a nice rejection to the downside. And in fact, that is exactly what the market did. Then, from here, I made another breakdown explaining all the reasons for which, from this area, we did expect the market to provide a continuation to the upside. And once again, that is exactly what the market did. Then from here, I made another breakdown explaining all the reasons for which we expected the market to provide this move to the downside. And once again, that is exactly what the market did. And with the very last analysis here on Euro AUD, I spoke about the fact that we had this M pattern, and from here we expected the market to provide a nice move to the upside. And once again, that is exactly what the market gave us. And by the way, I will link all this previous analysis in the description, so you can go and check it out for further reference and more free education. But at the moment, what do we have and how we can be looking for the next potential opportunity here on Euro AUD? Just a quick reminder, for more educational breakdowns, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the bell. Now, before I show you what we have on the daily, let's first go and see what we have from a COT perspective, so commitment of traders, which is what hedge funds are doing in the market. Now, if we check here the data for the euro, what we can see is that with the last report on the euro, hedge funds have added 6.4k long positions and closed 7.4k shorts. So the euro, even though in the long term is getting quite bearish, going from 165k to only 80k net positions, in the short term, net positions are increasing with the euro getting stronger. So we have a short term strong euro, however, a long term bearish euro, meaning that from a euro perspective, we can expect a little bit move to the upside before a potential correction. And if we go and see what we have on the AUD from an institutional perspective, we can see how we just went from having a positive net positioning of 12.2k net positions with 54k shorts and 66k longs, all the way to having a negative net positioning of minus 1.8k net positions with 58k shorts and 56k longs. So we went from having more longs than shorts to having more shorts than longs on the AUD from an institutional perspective, which clearly, in the short term at least, is getting quite bearish, meaning, once again, that we can expect more continuation to the upside before a potential reversal. So how we can be approaching this situation here on Euro AUD? Now, what we have seen from an order flow perspective is that, at least from a non-commercial order flow perspective, is that we can expect a little bit move to the upside before a potential correction. And this actually correlates perfectly with what we have from a technical perspective here on the daily. In fact, here on the daily time frame, if the market will actually provide a continuation to the upside, what we will have is the creation of a W formation, specifically an overextended W formation. And after the creation of an overextended W formation, you do expect the market to provide a correction to complete the pattern at the neckline, so the previous resistance now turns support. So there is a potential short-term shorting opportunity on Euro AUD. So how we will be approaching this potential opportunity with students? Now, as usual, we will be reactive and not predictive. The monthly, weekly, and daily timeframes combined with the COT data are the best timeframes from a directional perspective. But when it comes to confirmations and entries, the best timeframes are the 4-hour and the other intraday timeframes. So with students, what we will be doing is monitoring price action from a 4-hour perspective and lower during this move to the upside. And we will be waiting for the market to shift from an intraday bullish market, as we will have, to an intraday bearish market, and only if and when the market will shift from an intraday bullish to an intraday bearish market, at that point we will be adding Euro AUD to our watch list with students, and as soon as the market will provide to us one of our valid entries, we will be taking a nice short with a good risk to reward and good probabilities at that point for the move to the downside and for the market to complete this overextended W formation at the neckline, which is the previous resistance, turn support at that point from a daily perspective. If you enjoyed the video, make sure that you smash that like button and comment below. Also, you can go and check out the mentorship program. The link is in the description. It's a very complete program. First, you learn all my rule-based strategies. Then you trade the strategies with me. In fact, every day I give you a new daily market breakdown showing you how to apply the strategies with the entries, stops, and take profits. And you also get a Q&A session every day in which I answer all your questions. So it's a very complete program. I really suggest that you go and check it out, and I will see you in it.